all the way to the root of it, and that's what makes it so hard. It's like learning a foreign language. Like when they first got here, like it was like Chinese. Like I remember telling somebody, like, I feel like this is Chinese, and now it's like you can speak with them. You know, we can have these conversations. I could talk to Snow, or you know what I'm saying, and then you can just build off of that. And like the younger guys, they won't have that problem because that's the only football they know. But like coming from my past system, now it was a lot to learn at first, but now I feel like we're smooth. It's smooth sailing now.
So did it maybe adjust to maybe Spanish or something by the end of the year? I mean, you did seem to be getting it. I mean,
no, definitely. It's just, and it's not even so much for the D linemen and whatever, but our linebackers have so many adjustments and so many, hot da-da-da-da, and our safeties have so many things to worry about, and there's so, like, if somebody motions, things change. Like, there's so many little tidbits of it. In each play, like, there's, it's endless variables that they have to account for, which makes it hard, so our job as D linemen is to just destroy the front five and make everybody else's job easier. So,
will y'all be able to, since you know the defense better, will you be able to play more instinctively now, you think?
Yes, definitely. That's the best thing about that's the whole point of getting reps at anything. When anybody tells you want to get reps, it's essentially like so you can shut your brain off. Like my body's done this so much that I don't need to think about it. And so at that point I can just play ball. And that's I'm sure whoever the best is or whoever you think the best is, that's how they play ball. Like they're not out there thinking. They've done it 1,000 times. And there's like a quote, I think, I don't fear the samurai that's practiced 1,000 sword swings. I fear the samurai that's practiced one sword swing 1,000 times. So it's something to that, speaks to that.
Why do you feel like y'all are going to get a better pass rush this year?
Sir?
Why do you feel like y'all are going to get a better pass rush this year?
I just think we've gone to work on it. Like we've addressed that it's a problem, and we're not where we want to be. Our linebackers are getting sacks when we should be. And it's not to speak down on anybody, but like defensive linemen are supposed to stop the run, rush the passer. And so going into the offseason, that's what I've done, X done, Ira, everybody. It didn't matter how good or bad or how young or old you were, you address the problem, and that's what we want to do. We want to be a heck of a pass rushing team, and so how do you do that? You go get the reps. And we got Coach Ocam, and we had Coach E last year, and those are two great coaches, and they know what they're talking about. And I think taking those things and applying them on the field and having somebody hold you accountable, I think it's a recipe for greatness.
You guys were picked 9th. Does that bother you at all, or?
I mean, nobody knows who we are, so I can't blame them for thinking that.
Yeah. Well, why do you feel like y'all will be better than that?
We're 2 years in the defense. Well, 2 years in the system. Period. There's not so much clouded thoughts around our program. It's everybody's focused on one goal, and I think we've all taken steps towards that ever since spring ball. From top to bottom, we've all worked towards that same goal. I think that's the biggest difference. There's not so much like I'm here and this here, and there's a lot more communication as far as like calling each other out and holding each other accountable. And I think that's going to take us a really long way. So,
Coach says he expects a bowl game. Do you expect the same?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, why do you feel that way?
That's like our. If we just made a bowl game or went 6-6, that would be like the bottom for us. That's not. And just as somebody who's a competitor, like I spend my entire life doing this. So why would I be satisfied with just going to a bowl game?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So this is why we do it. Like we do it to compete for Big 12 championships and national championships. Like I don't do it for any other reason. So that's our expectation.
When you were close in games, was that and didn't win? Was that frustrating? Was it encouraging in a way that know that maybe you aren't as far away as some people think?
I think it's failure sucks, but as long as you fail forward, and I think that's what we did. And it just, for me, as being an older guy, you learn how to lead better, and our younger guys learn how to play, college football. For a lot of them, it was their first time, and a lot of people learn how to stay up, or what it takes to keep winning after you've gone up in a game. Because we were up a lot, and then they'd come back. And I think that just goes to our focus and us finishing when we're up. So I think this year we'll do a lot better job of that. But
thanks, Greg.
Thank you.
Greg,
play with emotion, and is that something maybe sometimes that you have to control?
Yeah, I think.
You know what I'm saying?
You try to go into it level-headed, and you try not to have anything throw you off. I think if it's any emotion, it's excitement, or just like you're turned up or whatever, and that can be dangerous too, just because you don't want to burn your energy or anything. We talk about like being able to cut it on and cut it off. And so I think, playing emotionally is good. I mean, that's why we, like I said, we spend our whole lives doing this. So, there's emotions bound to come out. I think when it gets like, when you're messing with the other team or when things get disrespectful, I think that's when you kind of lose integrity of the game. But as far as showing emotion and yelling, like I'm all for it. I love it.
What's the biggest difference between second year now under Coach Rule and the first year under Coach?
Just familiarity. Like everybody knows what they're getting day in, day out. There's not any more questions. This is what we're doing. You know what I mean? And this, as a player, it's nice to have that kind of consistency coming to work. You know, because it's been so sporadic for the past couple of years. So to be settled back down again, you know what I mean? It's nice, and we're glad to be focused back on football.
Coach admitted that he had a lot on his plate the first year, not just football stuff, but all the other stuff he had to take care of, meetings he had to go to, things like that, that he, in a way, felt a little guilty. He could have spent as much time devoted to football as he should on that. Do you see him maybe focused a little more on the football end of it now?
Yeah, and he'll sit here and he'll tell y'all that, but like what y'all don't know is like he was up at the office last season and we were like 0-7. He's up there till 2 a.m. sleeping in his office watching film. So as far as dedication is now, I don't question his dedication at all.
I wasn't doing that.
No. I just think like he was coming into a situation where, you know, he had to come back and build things up. And so with that, you know, comes a lot of PR and what have you, and you got to do meetings that you don't want to do. And I think now everything's settled and he's put in that work already. So where his second year, he can sit there and focus on football, which helps us as a team tremendously because he's got a great mind for football. So to add him in the mix with Phil Snow and whoever, it's beautiful.
Thank you.
You graduated, right?
Yes, sir.
When did you graduate, and what was your degree in?
May. I graduated May 11th, and my degree was in human kinesiology and leisure studies.
What did it mean to you? Was that
Yeah.
that a special moment? Or?
Yeah, it was. And I guess like you're so young and you don't really appreciate these things until they're gone or whatever. But I wanted to do it for my grandmother and my aunt, you know, the people who watched and raised me. So I wanted them to be proud. So more so than anything, I was glad that they got to see me walk.